Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope we are doing great today. Happy Friday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below to get in on the action today. Also, go ahead and become a member, guys, and support the channel. Go ahead and join my private betting group on BroThrow. Posting some plays in there. We posted a teaser last night that did cash, so hopefully you guys did tail. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today as we head into this weekend. 15 matchups, starting with the Colorado Rockies versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -130. The Rockies +120 with the over/under at 8.5. Pitching for the Rockies is Yerman Marquez with an ERA of 5.25. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 9 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.91. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Colorado coming off a 3-0 win against the White Sox. Got the Cubs coming off 3 wins against the Mets. You know, all big underdog wins. You love to see that. Mets looking good. Look good in that Mets series. I'm sorry, they look good in that Mets series. And I'm liking Cubs at home here. Marquez coming off a 9-run game. And yeah, Cubs riding a little 3-game winning streak. I'm going to take a shot with the Cubs at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Detroit Tigers. White Sox opening up as road favorites at -150. Detroit +130 with the over/under at 7.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 5.18. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Tigers is Matt Manning with an ERA of 3.73. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. White Sox coming off an 8-2 win against Cleveland. Detroit currently on a 4-game losing streak. I mean, they're struggling a bit here. White Sox 5-0 against Detroit. 5-0 on the road against Detroit. So yeah, they've been very solid against the Tigers here. Giolito hasn't been the most amazing on the mound, but I just don't trust the Tigers here. Haven't been playing well. Give me White Sox on the road. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -200. The Royals +165 with the over/under at 9.5. Pitching for the Royals is Jonathan Heasley with an ERA of 5.51. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 2.69. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Kansas City on a 3-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10. They're struggling. Boston coming off 2 Yankees losses here. But we got the Royals 0-5 on the road against Boston, where they have struggled. I'm going to lean with Boston at home here. We got Heasley coming off a 7-run game. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts here. Not in love with that, and the Royals are already struggling here. So I'm going to take Red Sox at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -260. The Pirates +210 with the over/under at 7.5. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 4.01. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mets is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 3.48. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Yeah, Mets beating the Pirates yesterday 7-1. Unfortunate, because I know a lot of people were just off the Mets. It's entirely the way they've been playing here, but they are, they're definitely playing good against the Pirates here. Pirates just 1-4 in their last 5 against the Mets. I gotta lean with the Mets at home. Not in love with this play, but I just like what they did yesterday, and the Pittsburgh's already struggled against the Mets on the road. I'm gonna take the Mets at home here. I'm probably not gonna throw them in my main parlays just because I feel like if the Mets, we'll test this out. Maybe if the Mets are more of a single play, they might be hitting more about parlays for some reason. They just activate some kind of craziness to where they just ruin your parlay. So we'll take Mets at home, but I'm not going to put them in my main parlays just yet. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay opening up as home favorites at -145. The Rangers +125 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Rangers is Martin Perez with an ERA of 2.77. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Corey Kluber with an ERA of 4.36. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 6 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Rangers coming off an 8-7 loss against Oakland. Tampa coming off an 11-0 win against Toronto yesterday. A big win for the Rays. We got Texas 2-4 in their last 6 against Tampa. So, 1-14 against the American League division. They've definitely struggled with. Tampa Bay 11-1 at home. Getting it done at home here. I know Kluber coming off a rough game on the mound here. Perez is actually pretty good his last 2 starts on the mound, but I like Tampa Bay at home here. They've been dominant. I'm going to lean with the Rays in this one. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -185. The Phillies +155 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 3.62. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 2.50. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Phillies coming off that 3-5 loss against the Marlins yesterday. Braves coming off a San Francisco loss, winning 2 out of those 3 matchups. We got Fried on the mound. Only given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Ranger Suarez has given up 9. Crazy Atlanta, 5-0 at home, 8-3 at home against Philly, where they've been very solid here, coming off a loss. I think I'm gonna take the Braves at home here. I don't hate the Phillies +1.5. I actually do like that play a lot, but I just like that Atlanta's been very good at home against Philly. So I'm going to slightly take the Braves at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -130. The Brewers +110 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Yankees is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 3.89. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Brewers is Adrian Hauser with an ERA of 4.61. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 0 strikeouts. Coming off back-to-back 1-run games, so he's had some good games here in these last few. Yankees on a 4-game winning streak. Milwaukee coming off that St. Louis loss, but they're 3-1 in their last 4. Yankees 1-4 against Milwaukee, where they've struggled a little bit here. I think I would take Brewers +1.5 at home. Some nice underdog value in this one. Hauser coming off a couple of good starts on the mound. Frankie Montas coming off a 4-run game. Give me Brewers +1.5. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Houston Astros. Astros opening up as home favorites at -360. Oakland +280 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Oakland is Adrian Martinez with an ERA of 5.59. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 1.84. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Hasn't given up a run in his last 2 starts on the mound here. Oakland losing to Houston yesterday, 5-2. Houston on a 5-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10, playing really good baseball here. Oakland 1-4 against Houston. Houston 5-1 at home against Oakland, getting it done here at home. Love Verlander on the mound. Taking Houston at home, but definitely take a shot with the Oakland plus 1.5 or on the money line at plus 280. You already know how it goes for MLB. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 270. The Reds plus 220 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Reds is Justin Dunn with an ERA of 6.10. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 4.00. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Cincinnati coming off a St. Louis win yesterday, winning 3-2. You know, they were on that 6-game losing streak prior to that win. Yeah, unfortunate loss for St. Louis. You already know I love a team like St. Louis coming off a bad loss the day before. I'm taking Cardinals at home. Maybe throw the Reds in a round robin with that plus 220. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Angels. Seattle opening up as road favorites at minus 160. The Angels plus 135 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Mariners is Robbie Ray with an ERA at 3.56. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA at 4.70. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Seattle, coming off that 6-1 win against the Padres yesterday. Angels on a 4-game losing streak. Did not look good in that Cleveland series. They played absolutely horrible. Seattle 6-0 on the road. 6-1 on the road against the Angels, where they've been very good here. And yeah, I like Seattle on the road. Angels looking very bad here on that bad losing streak. I'm going to take Mariners on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 185. Arizona plus 155 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell with an ERA of 4.11. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Arizona is Madison Bumgarner with an ERA of 4.88. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Padres coming on a 2-game losing streak. Arizona beating the Padres 4-0 yesterday. Big win for the D-backs on a 2-game winning streak here. Yeah, I'm going to take Arizona plus 1.5 at home again here. I'm not sure I trust Padres minus 185 coming off a 0-run game yesterday. Don't think I can do it here. I'm going to take D-backs plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Francisco Giants. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 165. The Giants plus 140 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Dodgers is Dustin May with an ERA of 4.71. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.19. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Dodgers losing to Arizona, the last matchup 3-5. Giants coming off that 4-1 win against Atlanta. They're 4-1 in their last 5 here. Giants 1-4 at home against the Dodgers, where they haven't been able to, do too much. Dodgers 10-1 against the Giants. I mean, they've been so dominant against San Francisco here. And yeah, I'm not seeing any injuries or Dodgers holding any players out for any reason. So in that case, I'm going to take Dodgers at home, where they've been absolutely dominant against the Giants. All right, next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Washington Nationals. Marlins opening up as road favorites at minus 135. The Nationals plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 3.81. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave out 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 5.06. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Miami coming off a 5-3 win against the Phillies. Washington on a 5-game losing streak right now. They've been struggling here. Miami 8-0 on the road against Washington. On a 7-game winning streak against Washington, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, we'll take Miami on the road. They've been dominant against the Nationals. Nationals playing very bad. Give me the Marlins on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -140. Twins +120 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 4.01. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Cleveland is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.05. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. And Minnesota on a 3-game winning streak. Looked pretty good in that Kansas City series. Cleveland coming off that 8-2 loss against the White Sox. Minnesota 0-5 against Cleveland. Haven't been able to get it done against the Guardians here. McKenzie coming off a 0-run game. Bailey Ober coming off a 5-run game. He's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts here. I'm going to lean with Guardians at home. They've been really good at home, and they've been the better head-to-head team. Minnesota hasn't been able to beat them, and Minnesota just 2-10 on the road. Not playing very well on the road here. I'll take a shot with Cleveland at home in this one. And then the last matchup, guys, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Currently, I can't find any line on this game here. I have who's pitching for Baltimore. It looks like it's undecided for the Blue Jays. For Baltimore, we have Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.62. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 1 strikeout. It was a rough game. His prior games before that, he gave up 0 runs and 1 run. So it was just a fluke game there. We got Baltimore on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a couple wins against Washington. Toronto coming off that 11-0 loss against Tampa Bay. Not in love with that here. I just have a feeling Toronto's probably going to be the favorite at home, which makes me definitely want to go with the Orioles +1.5 on the road. I'm going to assume that'll be the line, and we'll take Orioles +1.5 in this one. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.